What is going on? What is going on, please? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Yes, let us address the biggest elephant in the world right now. There is currently a global pandemic going on, even as you're watching this video, even as I'm currently speaking, with coronavirus, COVID-19, C-19, whatever you want to call it. A lot is going on in the world right now, and in all honesty, it literally doesn't feel like it's real. Do you know what I mean? Like, I literally wake up and then I'm doing my chores around the house, I'm maybe washing the plates, and then I'm just like,
oh my gosh, there's actually like a global pandemic going on outside of a virus that's potentially trying to kill mankind.
Like, it's literally been so insane, and I'm sure you can testify that the way things have unfolded over the past couple of days so rapidly has honestly been so diabolical. But even just as alarming as the increase of coronavirus has spread across different countries and has infected and taken so many lives, on top of that, one thing that I think is even just as alarming is the rate at which fear has truly been gripping the hearts of men. And so much is going on online, and in today's video I basically just want to kind of speak about still being able to maintain a certain level of calmness and peace in a world that is filled with so much chaos. I'm gonna have a candid chat about it. So as I usually and I always say, please get cozy and comfortable with your hot Ribena and your snacks, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of the video. These are very crucial times for us to push the message of faith, and I'll be very honest with you, I was quite disappointed with some of the things that I was seeing on Twitter. Now that everyone is self-isolated and quarantining or whatever, now I know many of you have time to just be talking, because Twitter has literally been something and a half, okay? But there were some tweets that I saw which I was quite disappointed in. I saw a tweet that was along the lines of, I don't know about you, but I have God, so I'm going to be good, so I don't really care about this virus and all of that type of stuff. And it did get quite a lot of backlash. Some people supported, some people were against. And the thing is that I kind of do understand that he probably meant it from a good place in terms of having the divine life of Christ inside of him. But you need to understand that your faith should not reduce your ability to empathize with things that is going on in the world. Christianity is not about selfishness, it's about selflessness. So if you understand what it means to have the divine life of Christ inside of you, and your brother or sister on social media or whatever doesn't know what that means, then this is your opportunity to be selfless and to help them. It's not about you just holding on to the I have God, I'm good. Okay, but you should still have the ability to empathize with the things that are going on in the world, because your faith should not desensitize your ability to care for what is going on around you. And I feel like right now as well, it's even more important to understand how we can let people know about the Prince of Peace. I have a certain level of calmness. Why? Because I have the Prince of Peace. Like I said, Christianity is about selflessness. It's about sharing. Share what you know, share your knowledge, because there are souls out there and hearts out there which are filled with so much fear right now. And if you know you have the recipe, if you know you have the sauce, if you know you have the ingredient to help get rid of that fear and ignite faith inside of them and introduce them to the Prince of Peace, then guess what? This is the time to do so right now. During this time, a lot of people's faith is going to waver and a lot of people are going to lose the faith. But it is not your job to condemn them. It is your job to lift them up in prayer. If you're already up here and someone is down here, why do you want to condemn them and bring them even lower when you can lift them up in prayers and bring their faith up higher? This is the time where you can be a beacon of light to somebody else and to other people. The scripture says that you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. You are the light of the world. Let your light so shine before men. During this time, become a beacon of light. You are set on a hill. People will see your light and wonder, why is she so different? Why is he so different? Why is he able to seem so positive and calm in a situation like this? Why is he speaking so much about faith and not speaking much about fear? Because you are letting your light so shine. And it's also so important as well that you understand that faith comes by hearing, and that's why I've actually decided to reduce my news intake, because faith comes by hearing, fear also comes by hearing as well. And I low-key found it, if anything, quite depressing to constantly just see updates of the amount of people losing their lives, of the amount of people being infected, of you telling me to click here to see the rate at which coronavirus is growing in my area. That's a lot of fear to be going around. It's a lot to take in. I don't want to be consuming so much of that information, because if I'm truly going to be a beacon of light, it's what I have inside that I can pour out and give to others. It's what you have inside that you can pour out and give to others. Sorry guys, my SD card literally just got full, so if the angle looks like it's changed, it's because another thing that I really wanted to speak about is the importance of prayer during this time. Please do not take your prayer time lightly. Please do not take your prayer life quietly. When it comes to prayer, and if anything, this was quite a reality check for me as well, to understand the importance of not just limiting my prayer life to me, to my family, to my friends, to my church, or to my area, but linking my prayer life to the entire world. Because a lot of people don't care until they have to care. When it was first announced in China, many people didn't care. I mean, it's all the way in China, it's not going to affect us. People are dying, things are going on over there, but I'm guessing it will soon die down, and then, you know, it'll be fine and the world will just continue. Before you knew it, cases started coming into Europe. All right, then a couple cases in Europe, not in my country, we're still good. All right, we're still sailing, everything fine. First case confirmed in the UK. I beg your pardon, what did you just say? It made me realize the importance of praying for this whole world. It doesn't matter if you're here in the UK, you can pray for someone in China. It doesn't matter if you're somewhere in America, you can pray for someone in Africa. Like, you can do all these things. Don't just limit your prayer life to you and your family, or to your friends, or to your church. There's so much more that you need to pray for, because affliction is happening around the world. I remember when I was younger, I never used to understand the scripture that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. I kid you not, I didn't get it. It didn't make any sense to me. I was just like, what do you mean we don't wrestle against flesh and blood? Like, clearly I can only fight what I can see. But no, not all that you see is all that there is. This isn't even a conspiracy theory. There are so much and so many things that are going on in the dark world, and as Christians right now more than ever, we need to pray like never before. We need to lift up these countries, these nations, these governments into God's hands, and pray that wherever this came from, it disappears and it goes completely. And lastly, I just want to remind you that your speech matters. Don't find yourself saying the wrong things in this period. Don't find yourself saying things like 2020 is cancelled. 2020 ain't cancelled for me. We may be 3 months in, a lot may have happened, but guess what? This year is still going to be a glorious year, because many people don't understand the importance and the weight that their words carry. There's a reason the scripture says life and death are in the power of the tongue, so speak life, because you don't want all of this to pass over and you're reaping the fruit or the negative seeds that you sowed earlier on in the year. Impossible, impossicant, it cannot happen. So make sure that you keep your mind right, make sure that you keep your speech right, and make sure that you are uttering words that you want to see. Don't confess things that you don't want to see in any foreseeable future. Continue to speak life, continue to speak faith, and continue to speak truth, that all of these things will surely pass over and 2020 will still be an amazing year just for you. And like I said before, I just want to encourage you to continue to be a beacon of light. In a world that is filled with so much fear, be that person that is applying and letting people know about faith. Don't let the world apply pressure to you. You be the one to apply pressure to it. Right now, more than ever before, use your platform for the propagation of the gospel. If it's going to be a daily tweet, if it's going to be a daily post on Instagram, if it's going to be a YouTube video, if it's going to be on Snapchat, let people know that this too shall pass, and they too can understand what it means to have the Prince of Peace living inside of them. These things shouldn't shock us. Many things are going to happen in the world. We are in the end times. A lot is going to happen in the world. We shouldn't be moved and we shouldn't be shaken. The scripture says that they that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. This is the chance and opportunity for you to do exploits for the kingdom of God right now. Do not take it for granted. Continue to be a beacon of light and continue to spread positivity to every single person that will come into contact with you. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm so sorry I speak really fast. It's because when I'm really passionate about something, and I love speaking about God as well, it just, I'll try and slow it down in future videos. I will be posting a lot more on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Twitter, so be sure to follow me so that you can keep updated with some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next coming days and weeks and all that jazz. But nonetheless, I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to encourage you to continue to be a beacon of light, continue to spread positivity, and continue to spread the gospel for those who need it the most, especially right now in the world where so much is happening. You can be the difference and you can be the change. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please do take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.